Diary entry. This is where I just talk about what's been on my mind lately. And I don't mind putting the Rise of Skywalker in the background because that's kind of symptomatic of everything I'm going to talk about. Because the Rise of Skywalker was really the death of Skywalker. And now I can move on. Star Wars is gone. It doesn't matter what they do. It's over. You made Luke Skywalker milk a cow. Okay, that's fine. I see where you're going. It doesn't really matter anymore. It's tarnished. The whole thing is tarnished. The hype has been... I mean, it might be some kind of Star Wars fan fiction, but it's not Star Wars to me anymore. It's kind of amazing to me. Like, all they had to do was treat Luke Skywalker like a gentleman and give Han Solo a nice exit. And they couldn't do it. They couldn't pull it off. That's all they had to do. I suppose I would say that the synopsis of what Disney did with Star Wars is they ate their own... Disney Star Wars ate their own shit and then puked it out and then ate it again and then they shat it out and then they ate it again, puked it out, ate it, shat it, ate it, puked it, shat it, ate it, puked it, shat it. That's basically what we've seen. That's what the sequel trilogy was. It's more like shat it, ate it, puked it, ate it, shat it, ate it, puked it, shat it. Oh, sorry. Okay, so it's Disney Star Wars. They shat it, ate it, puked it, ate it, shat it, ate it, puked it, ate it. Yeah, shat it, ate it, puked it, ate it. 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 That's the Disney Star Wars formula. And then I read about Johnny Depp being vindicated because there's proof that Amber, that crazy blonde young girl, was an idiot. So that's great. And but in terms of the Me Too movement, I guess like you just don't talk about it. The same way you don't talk about reverse racism. Like if a black person says you're a racist, you just have to shut up. It's just the way it works. Or if a Jewish person attacks a German person, the German person has to just shut up and just deal with it. You can't say fuck off. You can't say... And so I think all of this fandom menace stuff when it relates to women, just the topic of women, men should just shut up because there's just nothing to be said, nothing to be done. It's perfectly okay though for women to talk against it, and it's great when you see the women saying like, "This is ridiculous. What they're doing? It's so insulting to women." Just like it's okay for black people to talk about how it's ridiculous to be white-faced or black-faced, like to have, black Superman, and they get annoyed about it. Like black people can comment on that, but white people can't, and that's just the way it works. You don't talk about these subjects if you're not one of the people. Like you can't talk about it. You're just not allowed. And I'm okay with that because I have other things to talk about. Marvel TV shows. I think they're going to suck. The reason is I don't think it works. I don't think anybody wants to see TV shows with these minor characters. And I don't see how much there is to do with them. But I guess we'll see. But it wouldn't work as a TV show. That's my prediction. I mean, I'm sure a million people will watch it. That's fine with me. I'm just saying, for me, it doesn't really work. Like, I'm not that interested. I'm not inclined to tune in every week for Wanda and Vision to see their little adventures. Or Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I'm not really interested in their adventures. I don't think they're going to be very interesting. Loki, yeah, maybe. But even then, it's just like, what? Like... Loki's not very good. None of these people are very good without the larger universe. The Picard show, I like very much. I'm very happy about that show. And I don't really care if, like, Alex Kurtzman and everybody wants... And, like, most of the YouTubers, they want to trash it because, they're not happy with... I think they're biased. They don't want to like it. But I think it's pretty good. And apparently one of the writers is actually a really good writer. So... I'm very much enjoying this show. I think it'll probably go to shit, but who cares? I'm still enjoying it for the time being. I've been watching 5 horror movies a day, And I've come to a number of conclusions about these movies. First of all, it's good to have a female as a main character because everybody wants to see a girl running away and scared. It's just like everybody wants to see that. Women too. There's always a time when she has to take a shower and you film it. There's always a time when she gets cut, like on her leg or a cut on her arm, and she has to rip her skirt to like use it as a bandage, but it allows us to see her legs more. I think a lot of A-list actresses, such as the girl from, what's her name? Oh, the girl that did the Charlie's Angels, directed that. They'll star in horror movies because it's their one chance to be the star of the movie. Because usually they're just a side character. Like Scarlett Johansson, for example, would be the kind of actress. She would star in a horror movie because she gets to be the main character. Because they're starving to like get a meaty role where they get to show off their acting chops. Another thing I realized about horror movies, and this is pretty profound for me. I watched this movie called Butterfly Kisses, which is amazing. And why is it amazing? Okay, because a horror movie needs two plots. The first plot is the horror plot, right? So your ghost, you got a ghost. What does the ghost do? What does it wear? A red shirt? Does it, So you figure out what's that ghost story? What are the dynamics? How does that work? If you've got a good one, that's great. Now then, you've got your other plot, which is the drama plot. Like a girl got dumped by her boyfriend, and she's trying to get him back, but he's actually an asshole. He ends up getting killed by the monster, and But if you've got a really good drama plot behind your horror movie, behind the main plot, then that's the ingredients to success. You have a good horror idea, like a good demon or something, or a good serial killer, whatever the hell it is. It has to be interesting. And then you have to have an interesting subplot, which is just the drama shit. The example, Butterfly Kisses, the main idea, the main horror guy is this, he's called Peeping Tom. And he, if you look at him, every time you blink, he comes closer. So that's a cool idea. And then the drama plot it's like a out of work filmmaker he thinks he can make this into a movie, and everybody is trashing him the whole time, and he's just humiliated, and he's just such a loser, and he loses his wife and everything over his attempt to make this movie. And that's a more original subplot than like, oh, girl loses boy, girl, and then boy gets killed by monster. And I believe that horror movies are the last free area where you can make a movie for like no money and still get like tons of success. Horror is the last genre. And the found footage subgenre of horror allows anybody. You can make a horror movie with your cell phone, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Found footage is like the best thing that ever happened. That's all, except that the main thing is that I'm writing a book called When I Go to Hell about the devil's son, and that's the really exciting thing for me. I might make it as a graphic novel, and I might make it as an animated movie, really shitty, like value level animated movie. I don't know, because I don't know about books anymore. I mean, I'm happy to make it into a book. It really doesn't matter to me. I can do all of the things. Anyways, those are my thoughts. This is my little diary entry for February 5th. And now I'm going to be quiet for about another month probably, because I'm busy with other things, and I'm a real busy man. If you like gays, click like. If you like blacks, comment. If you like women, click notification bell. If you like gay women, subscribe. And if you like gay black women, Patreon, Human Warnings.